'Twas the night before Thanksgiving. Pretty evening here in Las Vegas. And the Las Vegas Rescue Mission served its annual Thanksgiving meal. More than 1,000 people expected to attend.
You know, for more than 5 decades, the Las Vegas Rescue Mission has been serving meals and also offering shelter and a chance to start over. We're learning the campus is raising money for a multi-million-dollar makeover. I recently took a tour and found out what's to come.
The rescue mission is not a shelter program. It is not a soup kitchen or a pantry. It does a myriad of things. And I think I want people to really understand that diversity of what we do here.
Heather Engle is the CEO of the Las Vegas Rescue Mission and walks me through the campus, serving families, people in recovery, offering emergency shelter, and more. And because of that comes the need for a multi-million-dollar makeover. Phase 1, valued at $22.5 million. And it starts here at the Shelter of Hope for women, children, and families.
I only have 24 beds for women's recovery, where I have 98 for men. So what the new Shelter of Hope is going to do is expand our women's recovery beds so that we're not having to say, sorry, we don't have room for you right now, because our disease doesn't wait. And then we have Intact Families, which is a shelter program where we keep all the families unit together, no matter how they identify as a family.
We're talking about mom, dad, and kids.
Yes, there are 2 moms, 2 dads, 2 best friends, grandparents, however they identify as a family.
Do you see more of those families coming in today?
Absolutely. It's not lost on anybody where things are at with the cost of living. And so the system says if somebody gets sick, loses a job, right, and all of a sudden we can't pay rent, then we have a late fee, and then a late fee, and then a late fee, and now we have an eviction. So now getting housing is almost impossible.
What we see here, I mean, but this place has been around for 50 plus years.
It has. And I think, and there's been some new builds that have happened along the way for sure. We've expanded. But the thing is like, dignity is important to me, for my team, and certainly for our guests.
That includes focusing on what these buildings will look like. Taking down these brick walls is part of the plan.
A lot of our people are coming out of incarceration or have experienced this in their space at some time, and we don't want them feeling like that. What the work that goes on here is epic and they love it, but we want to give them just a little bit more.
Do you feel as if people are getting the message that if we want to talk about solving homelessness, we have to address it and put in the funding, the support when necessary?
I think that I don't know that we'll ever solve homelessness any more than we're going to solve alcoholism, And I think that for me, it's more about understanding the truth behind it all rather than assuming we know why somebody's where they're at.
This is where she explains her work isn't just a profession. After 18 and a half years in sobriety, it's rooted in something personal.
At 6 years old, it wasn't in my life plan to blow my life up as an addict and alcoholic. That wasn't in the plan, but it's what happened. A lot of these people, this wasn't in their plan, right? It just wasn't. So understanding the demographics of homelessness allows us to work with it on a more strategic basis.
Phase by phase, just like this years-long plan with hopes to break ground next October. Marie Mortera, News 3.